And remember, you have to return the stones at the exact moment you got them. You're gonna open up a bunch of nasty alternative realities.
Before I get into the Captain America giving Mjolnir to Jane Foster, I always wondered how in the world did future Thor, when he went back in time, retrieve Mjolnir, and I realized that he stole it from past Thor. I watched Thor The Dark World and he doesn't carry it with him. He leaves it somewhere and then he summons it. So past Thor definitely was on Asgard at the time of their arrival. Future Thor summons Mjolnir, so past Thor doesn't have the hammer anymore. Interesting, isn't it? So at this point, did he decide that he was going to give the hammer to Jane? He already had Stormbreaker at that point. It wasn't the plan to actually steal the hammer from past Thor. He just all of a sudden, like, I'm going to decide to do it. You see? So it was a spur of the moment thing. Now they're broken up at this point, and this would be the perfect parting gift before he takes off, because we know that he leaves with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Maybe in his heart he knows that if he's not worthy for her, Mjolnir definitely is. If she's into the whole superhero thing, which I don't think she even mentioned doing that, but anyway, he decided that she was going to do that. She definitely has a fiery spirit.
I'm Loki. You may have heard of me.
That was for New York.
I like her.
Now back to future Thor. He completely changed the timeline along with Captain America. Now, Captain America was always worthy. He just decided to show his worthiness during the battle with Thanos because Thor was in trouble at that time. We see at the end he takes Mjolnir and goes back in the past to place the Infinity Stones. He comes back as an old man. He has his shield, but no Mjolnir. So where did he drop it off? I believe the reason why he took the hammer back in time was a favor to Thor for him to give it to Jane Foster, and after all is said and done, he gives his shield to Falcon last. Now, he had to offload the ether, but my theory is that he didn't put it back in Jane, he put it in Thor, and gave Jane the hammer. At that point, all the events of Dark World and Ragnarok took place under Jane Thor. So past Thor is most likely still around, and maybe he eventually creates a Stormbreaker-esque hammer. And better yet, the ether somehow turns past Thor into Beta Ray Bill. It is, after all, a reality stone. And we know future Thor is gone into the galaxy. Now, Jane is indeed worthy of Mjolnir, and maybe Thor enchanted it himself just for her, and there you have Jane as being the female version of Thor, and the possible introduction of Beta Ray Bill. Okay, well, this scenario makes sense for me, but let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks.
You mess with time, it tends to mess back. You'll see.